Welcome back to Tyers and Braaiers. I'm Hezron Love.
I'm Nick, and today we're in Kommetjie, famous for freezing water and chilled locals.
Big wave surfing and baboons.
Fishing and stand-up paddleboarding.
Don't you do that stand-up thing, Nick?
Yeah, this is different. We meet Graig Harper, who drives us around in a pair of Harper Type 5s.
And Robin Smith will be braaiing us a snook.
Hey, Hez, what do you call a rapper from Cape Town?
Dinner.
Snook dog.
That's a pup joke.
Yeah, it's actually a pup snook joke.
Hi, I'm Graig Harper. I'm the founder of Harper Sports Cars. We design and build cars, race cars like this. We do amazing things with project cars. We do restorations. So I'm a car guy. This car, the Type 5, was born in my mind when I was in Botswana. I had a business there. In my previous life, if you like, in Zimbabwe, I was always racing with racing cars. Ever since I've had a chance to steer a car, I was in love with driving them, and then I wanted to be able to build them for myself. This car is meant to be driven on the road. It's meant to be fun on the road, comfortable, safe, drivable. But it's also meant to be raced because, of course, competition and the joy of driving on the limit is where my roots are. So it's actually the best place for it is on the racetrack. That's where you're going to find the full performance. To access the full performance on the street, that's extremely antisocial and very dangerous indeed. It's totally drivable on the road, but you'd only take about 10% of its total performance on the street.
Hello, Graig.
Hello,
Nick.
Hello, Nick. Hello,
Hey.
Hezron.
Hezron,
Lovely to meet you both
Good,
this
man.
morning.
What a beautiful car.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. You want to go for a drive with me?
Yes.
Yes.
And we're going to have some parkour.
How do we all
show
get
you
in
how it
here,
works. You got to climb over the side, mate.
Both of us.
In
Well,
this one car.
No, but we do have a plan.
Right.
So you guys can ching chong cha. We have two cars here.
Okay, ready? Ching chong cha. Ching chong cha.
I
get-
think
you
you,
get
know,
to choose.
you go red, I go white.
I feel like I won.
Winner.
Driving up Chapman's Peak was beautiful. It was scenic. Wind in my hair, which I have none of in a sports car. It was just beautiful, feeling the power of the vehicle, the acceleration. I mean, that car goes from 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. That is super fast. That is like super fast. And the engineering that goes into a vehicle like that is amazing. I think, wow, what a great car.
I do love driving, Nick. For me, driving is like dancing.
Yeah.
It's a beauty of movement and an efficiency and nothing extra left in there. I just love to try and get it as perfect as I can. And it doesn't always mean go flat out. It just means just do it nicely. Do the right speed, right place.
We went up Chapman's Peak,
We went up
the one
Chapman's
side.
Peak, and then down it, the other side.
Isn't this absolutely fantastic, mate? Soak it up. You don't get this with a roof.
Quite cool being able to look up and see the cliffs.
You know what I liked about that drive is that you are able to appreciate what it took to build Chapman's Peak, because there's no roof and you can see the sediment and the engineering that actually went in there. So that was kind of beautiful.
Do you know what I liked about the drive?
Yeah.
That we didn't die.
Because it was so fast,
Yeah.
eh? It was incredibly fast.
Nothing in front of you but the open road,
And the hope of no rain.
and keep your fingers crossed for the no rain bit.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Harper Type 5, an amazing machine. The horsepower, the weight ratio, fantastic. I must say, it's one of the cars I would like to own one day.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel it's more beautiful in the sky. Like Cape Town is just sunny here, and in the sky it feels more beautiful. It does. It looks beautiful. Absolutely it does. Plus you get the wind in your hair. Of course I don't have a lot of hair left to get the wind in, but
That's a turbocharger dump valve, and when you put your foot down, everything boosts up, it makes lots of pressure, and you go. When you change gear and you close your throttle, all the pressure's got to go somewhere, so it lets it out.
When you feel that pressure build and that acceleration comes in, it's exhilarating.
So Craig, where are we?
Hezron, welcome to Harper Sports Cars International.
Wow.
Sure. Sounds nice when I say it like that.
It feels good even, eh? Feels really good. What is this, Craig?
Well, this is one of our cars we're building for a client. This is a Harper Type 6. It's a sports car, it's a race car. This one's powered by a V8, which won't be enough, so we'll add a turbo.
Tell us about the history. Where did the Harper originate?
It all started in Zimbabwe, Nick, yeah.
And
a passion for driving, a passion for building cars and going racing. That's where it started, really.
Is it true you developed this sports car because you needed to get out of Zimbabwe in a hurry?
No.
And I see you keep it low. You drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, it's everything sporting should be low, Hezron. Low center of gravity, make them as light as possible, make it as dynamic as possible. So that's certainly the core of everything we do on the sporting side of things. It's all about getting it as close to perfect as we can get it.
What's it made of?
Steel.
Light steel?
No, just regular steel.
Regular steel, and you guys weld it up here.
So that's our welding table over there, Hezron. When we lay up a chassis, we stick it on that table, we weld all the pieces together. If we have to make pieces, we make them on our lathe. If we have to fabricate body parts, we make them upstairs. So everything is made here, in-house.
What's your basic engine? What's a basic engine in one of these puppies?
We choose engines that really are available locally, supported locally, give excellent performance. And this is, for example, got a Toyota Lexus Toyota V8 in it.
Can you show us some other interesting things around the workshop, Craig?
You got my name right. Yes, let's go over there and I'll show you our sort of machining center.
Bells and whistles. Bells and whistles.
Bell mouths. So these are trumpets on the carbs. This is the V8 motor, obviously.
Yeah.
You can count them because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll let you finish.
5,
And
6, 7, 8.
these plugs keep animals out. We don't want animals going inside
These are
there.
actual like bath plugs.
These are bath plugs. So this car is quite interesting. This is a project for a customer. It's a proper McLaren M1B.
There were cups to stop the air and bugs from getting into the carburetor.
I don't know much about cars.
What is this?
This is a 1959 Fiat 500 with the good old reverse opening doors. Isn't that
Steve
cool?
Urkel, Steve Urkel.
Isn't it cool? Yes. So this is my passion project. But this is a car I want to build out fully, make it brand new floor, new body, and insanely powerful engine in the back. Hill climb car, track day car, gymkhana car, rallycross car, maybe even a road car.
So what is this place, Craig?
All right, what that is behind you right there is a mold. That's our Mark I mold. It's the very first shape of the Harper that we ever developed. And it is a negative of the product. And when we make a product, we'll lay all our material into there, our various resins and our fiber. We just put it in, it dries, we pop it out, and we have a product. So that's a mold.
I also found kind of interesting that these cars come out of molds. So he had like this massive cookie mold in his workshop, but a car mold.
Yeah. Well, Hez, what are you molding us for Pad Course today?
Let's go find out. I'll make for you something nice.
Awesome.
So that was Craig in his workshop. Amazing place. Cars to be seen left, right, and center. I made pad course for you guys today. It's actually a lentil sandwich because people don't associate bread with lentils, but I decided to put some lentils in a sandwich today. So I layered the one slice with some cream cheese, put a little bit of chives over it, then some lentils. So the lentils can stick to the cream cheese and not fall out.
Right.
And then I put some cucumber over that slice. And then on the other slice of bread, I put some avocado, and then I season that with salt, pepper, and a bit of lemon, and then some fennel, and then I put some chicken breasts, and then I put a lettuce leaf over the top,
Yes.
and I squish the two parts together, cut it down the middle, and there you go. A healthy lentil salad.
Very good. So you're from a landlocked country, and Jim, where's Jim from?
I'm originally from Zim.
Also a landlocked
Yeah,
country. What's, enjoying the sea?
Snack time, boys.
Oh,
Hey,
that?
there you go. Grab a sandwich.
grab a sandwich.
Grab a sandwich.
How can I turn down some good
This is a
grief.
very
This looks
appropriate choice of ingredient. Is. Do you know why?
This is like the monster
Well,
hunger buster.
Kommetjie is referred to as being on the other side of the lentil curtain. Here.
Like the boerewors curtain.
So we had padkos and Kommetjie down at the Kom, the natural kind of lagoon down there that fills up with fish at high tide, and that's where people foraged for centuries for their padkos. And today Hezron foraged for some locally sourced, ethically grown, artisanal lentils and made a delicious padkos out of them.
Did you like the padkos?
I loved it. This is delicious, yes? Very good.
Outstanding.
I thought I'd go a bit healthy on us.
Do you like lentils?
I don't mind lentils.
Right.
But
Not
it's
your
not
number
on my-
one.
Not high up on my list of things that I like.
Right.
I do like avo, especially smashed avo.
But apparently you're living like a semi-vegan life. Half vegetarian, half pescatarian.
Well, that doesn't really qualify as me as a semi-vegan, but I am trying to eat less animals in general. So I suppose that's a wannabe vegetarian.
I was driven around by Jimmy in his white Type 5. And
Jimmy doesn't seem like a kind of sports car guy. He seems like the captain of a local fishing ship here in Kommetjie.
actually, funny enough, that's what he does.
No.
Yes.
Really?
He's into the shipping business.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So here's what was in that sandwich. It was absolutely fabulous.
You sound so interested. I will tell you because you're living this new vegan lifestyle of yours.
Trying to be wannabe.
Yes.
I was getting hints of fennel or dill coming through.
Oh yes, so that's actually the secret ingredient to this whole meal. Is that on the cottage cheese I sprinkled a bit of chives, and on the avocado I sprinkled some fennel.
And where did the lemon juice go?
The lemon juice went onto the avocado so it doesn't change color before we eat it.
Because there's a hint of that lemon coming through as
Is
well.
that,
That's-
is that the secret?
Well noticed, Jim. Well spotted.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell you what, hey, there's a bit of an undercover agent design.
Want to be food critic.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Does anyone know where we're braaiing?
Robin Smith.
Yeah, do you know Robin Smith?
Oh, of course I do.
All right. Will you take us to his house?
Take me to his house.
I'll take you to Robin Smith's house.
He's quite an intimidating guy.
How are you all? That's Robin for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dog, you want to get off my foot?
Awesome.
The day's been fantastic. I've never eaten so many bugs in my life. Ever.
Did you eat bugs?
Yeah, I had a
Driving
couple.
fast.
Yeah.
Robin B.
Hey
Smith, I
guys,
presume.
welcome. Yes, indeed. Nick.
Robin!
Hey, buddy.
Hezron!
Hezron, pleased
Nice
to meet
to
you.
meet you.
Graig.
Give me a
buddy.
Yeah, I've come across Robin in the acting industry, voiceovers. You've heard him on 1,000 different commercials, but probably never knew who the face behind the voice was. And it was great to come and braai with him in his home and introduced us to his crew. And when I say crew, I mean it literally, like his first engineer and his first mate and the other guy who fixes the nets. And then Pedro. Pedro, fishing's in his blood, caught his first snook at the age of 8 or 12 or something like that. And the snook bit, and it actually got away. But he's caught many hundreds of snook since, and bride many snook. A master braaier.
Snook was swimming this morning.
Yeah?
Pedro is a skipper in his own right, but he's not well at the moment, so he didn't go to sea today, but a very good buddy of his did. So he organized that he literally picked these up off the boat and came straight through.
Amazing.
So these were swimming this morning.
Robin lives in Kommetjie. And this is his house. Yeah, his house where we had a beautiful snook off. This afternoon it was Robin versus Pedro the Snook Slayer. Pedro went up first.
This is the best part of life, snook.
Where did this rivalry start and why?
I wanted to get Snook for the braai. Okay. He goes, oh yes, and I do it with apricot jam. I said, hey, what did that poor fish ever do to you when I put a lot of jam on it? But okay, I tell you what, you do it your way and I'll do it my way. Kry jy net die snoek.
And that is that. Is that your secret to this
No, the
recipe?
secret's still gonna come.
Still gonna come. And I saw you hanging the snook earlier. What's that about?
That is to get rid of most of the water. Because you don't want to have too much water on it, because just now when the secret comes along, then you want to actually be as dry as possible, you see.
What is a pup snook? I've always
Puff snook. Snook is a very delicate fish, very unique. There's no other fish like it in the world. Okay, that is why you find it's the most popular fish in South Africa. The reason why it goes pop, okay, is that the moment you catch it, you'll find that people break their neck.
yes, and
Has
then
to be
bleed
bled.
it.
You see, it's got to be bled, and if you don't kill it straight away, it will continue to flap itself to
Pupness.
pop.
To
So
pieces,
it flaps
basically.
himself
And,
pop.
and not necessarily. Snook goes pop sometimes, you know, false bay fish.
Yes.
You know,
Warm water fish.
false bay fish, you're going to look at the bloody stuff when it's pop. The best fish is from Hezron.
Up the west coast.
Okay.
Atlantic.
Yes.
The water's cold, so the fish, the quality of the flesh is a little bit more, it lasts a bit longer.
So the snook goes on the fire skin side down.
Always the skin side.
Why?
You want to actually cook it from the skin side up.
Oh, so it
you're using
retains
this-
all the
yeah.
moisture, all the good stuff.
Yes. That's the other
Now
thing.
you're going to see, I do it the other way around. I've prepared my fish. I will tell you what I've done to it when you get round to it. But I always put it down flesh side first to get a tan on it. Then get the skin going.
Right.
Guys, this is my secret,
It's a bit watery.
which I explained earlier on.
The secret. The secret.
It's a concoction of jam
Can I taste?
and butter. Yeah, you're welcome.
With a secret
You're
ingredient.
welcome. So now, what
Yeah.
we do is, we could leave it on, it doesn't matter.
Can we open it up?
And now we just drench him down with this.
I thought the way he basted that fish as well, with that paintbrush. You know, I normally just paint the thing on, but of course, then you take the seasoning with you. But he knew exactly how to baste that snook. You could call him a master baster.
So let me get this right. The secret to a good snook is you salt it, you rinse it, you hang it, you season it, then you skin side down it, and then jam.
Jam in.
There's it.
There you go. Good.
How do you hit someone with a pup snook?
Make sure you grab it here by the gill.
Yeah?
And when you hit the oak,
That's the actual thing.
you make sure when you hit him, the tail part must get him here in his complete.
Then the snook will be popped. Can you still eat that snook? Can you
Then it tastes better.
Can you still eat that snook? Yeah.
Seeing that you were so keen and so interested, grab a piece. In fact, let me dump this up there and just see what you need.
Here
Here
we go.
And there's
Take it
bones in
just
it.
like so.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the bones are so big you can't miss them.
Talk to me.
Hot.
Talk to me. Can I just want to taste to see the salt content.
That's going to get warm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
That is how it should be. We're swimming this morning, but
Wow. That is the best piece of fish I've ever put in my mouth.
wait, there's another one to come from the other fire. Pedro, read him and weep, brother. Now, I have already prepared my fish.
Yes?
I wash the salt off,
Yes.
let it dry a bit, okay?
Yes.
A light sprinkle of dried garlic, bit of oregano, pepper, and a minor pinch of braai spice with oil.
Can I approach the snook?
You
Before
may.
you put it on.
You may.
I just want to approach the snook. So there's a number of differences between this snook that I'm noticing, number one. Number one, this snook has been cut up into pieces.
Into portions.
Portions, so easier to eat,
Yes.
less finger burning.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I noticed that the spice has been equally distributed
Yeah.
for equal deliciousness.
You see now.
Oh, yes. And will there be any rubbing of anything on this?
Sorry.
Or is this the final
You want to rub
stage?
what way now?
Eh? And I Where's the spine? I noticed the spine.
I've actually removed the spine.
So is this a spineless snook, Nick? Or does this count as a pop snook?
Nee, nog nie.
Nog nie?
But if it doesn't go on the fire, it's going to be. So for skoon my, let me maar get to that side.
Of course, Robin also had to try out to take on the snook slayer. His technique is a bit more refined, but slow. To be honest, I think Robin spoke his snook dry because instead of focusing on the snook, he was speaking to myself and Nick. So his snook was spoken dry, shame. Robin's technique is very refined. I think if he paid a lot of attention towards his fish would come out very juicy, very tasty. It's a very refined method, much easier to eat. You're not burning your fingers on the braai. You're not risking your life for the potatoes. It's a very good way to eat snook. But overall, I must say the competitors in today's snook off here in Kommetjie were of a high standard. We had some really, really good snook. The upside to Robin's fish, the belly. Oof. The belly was juicy, was tasty, delicious. It absorbed all the spices. It was probably one of the best pieces of fish I've ever had.
This piece here, juicy as hell, very delicious.
You've had some good snook today. But we both are not really experts in snook.
No.
So I say we put it to a vote. So all of those in favor of Pedro's. And all those in favor of Pedro. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pedro, you can't vote for yourself. Okay, vote for yourself, Pedro. Okay, we got 6. We got 6. All of those in favor of Robin's fish, please put your hands up.
He's abstaining. Hey, two.
So, unanimous.
What can I
Well
say?
done, well done.
By popular public dissent.
Selamat Pedro.
Oh, brother.
Pedro, as a prize for your winning,
Hey, show.
prize from the SABC. There you go for you.
Well
Well
done.
done.
There you go, brother.
Done, brother. Serious for you. Yes. But you don't need that because it's. I'm gonna make everybody some drinks now. I'll be back in a few minutes. The cocktail. I made a cocktail for the guys today. It's my take on a Skrewdriver. I made a drink with a shot of simple syrup, 2 squeezes of lemon juice, double whiskey, a single rum. Stir that in, some ice, put in some mango juice, some orange juice, gave it another stir, and to garnish, I garnished with a slice of mango over the top with lemon blossoms. And I call this drink the mango mash. So,
2 grams.
gentlemen, you guys I've been away after that tiring snook competition. I've made for you some cocktails. Go for the drink, go for the drink.
Well, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Hey, thank you, Liverpool.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Don't trust a man who doesn't drink his own cocktails.
Yeah.
And ending it off with how best to describe them. A bunch of earthy, salty sea dogs. What a great day. And in a home-brewed South African sports car. What more could you ask for?